Hello everyone and welcome back to Syberia 2, where unfortunately Hans Vorarlberg is very ill.
You like to eavesdrop?
Eavesdrop? No, I clean and clean, that's all.
That I think is bullshit, but
I've just spoken to Hans.
And what news do you bring, my sister?
He spoke to me of one of your brothers, named Alexei.
Ah, tempus edax rerum. Brother Alexei is not of this world, my sister.
So you don't know this Alexei, do you?
No. Omnis homo mendax.
Come on, you must know where Alexei is.
Mors ultima ratio.
Sister, Alexei was a man of God and my friend. He lived away from the monastery for many years among the strange Yukon people and something great mammoths. It's looks to be a glass thing. Stained glass mammoth and scroll. Let us inspect the scroll. And their stories with great mammoths of old that were divine to them. I am no wise monk, far from it, but I have prayed to God long enough to understand that he takes many different forms in the imaginations of men. This might help you. The key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. So the key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. I have a brush. This is wonderful. I have a brush. So, no. Let's not go to the library. I think there's still stuff we might not have fully explored in the chapel because of the patriarch's appearance. So I know that in the library we haven't gone upstairs, I don't think. I wonder if there's something different on that side.
This is really amazing work all the same. Some kind of symbol.
It is indeed some kind of symbol. I am going to copy that into my little notebook. For, as we all know, when doing these things, so full circle, empty circle, empty circle, full circle, full circle, empty, 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 full, full, empty, empty. When dealing with a large lowercase t for time to leave, it is important to this is just...
Hello, Father.
Here we just get to have a chat with the man.
My child.
You really can't do anything for Hans?
His destiny is not in mortal hands. We must pray, dear girl. Pray for his redemption.
But Hans has...
His fever-driven outpourings are not those of a holy man. Oh, far from it.
Fuck off.
Hans Varlberg is not a sinner.
The pagan fantasies with which he sullies the air in his delirium are those of a heretic. Pray, female, pray to...
Fuck off.
You're a total crackpot. You're a We absolutely must continue our...
Don't even think about...
Hans...
Okay, so no, there's no point in
Go.
talking to the man. He's a fucking lunatic. Fine, we'll have the one more because I'm interested in what he has to say. His last little comment about...
Hello.
I talked...
Yes.
He seems better.
It is but an illusion, my girl. His mortality is teetering on the brink. I know about these things.
You know
He
nothing.
told me about a monk who could help him.
And what monk might that be, Miss Walker?
A monk who has spent long years with the Yukols, that mysterious tribe from the far north.
Your friend is clearly very sick, my poor child.
You are very clearly sick. Ah, Brother Alexei.
Father,
Brother Alexei?
do you know a man named Alexei Tukianov?
He was a heretic and charlatan. He is not worth the breath, my girl.
It seems Hans Varlberg considers him highly.
Your friend must have lost his marbles.
But could I just meet the man anyway?
No. Alexei Tukianov has left us. A long time ago, Miss Walker.
Excuse my insistence, Father, but where might I be able to find Alexei Tukianov? It's very important.
Alexei Tukianov is dead, my girl. May his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace!
Okay, so
Hans
Alexei is
often
dead.
told me about the mysterious people of the far north, the Yukols.
They are degenerate heathen savages that worship idols and false gods and resist the redemption of the Lord.
Hans lived among them for a long time. They're like a second family to him.
Please, dear girl, do not let yourself succumb to the quaint temptations of those pagans. Their only ambition is to wallow in their so-called primitive paradise, and all its lechery and bestiality. Remember that those who live far from God doom themselves to eternal chastisement.
Okay, I think I've heard all I need. I'm off.
Go, my child, but weigh the consequences of your actions well.
Well, if Alexei is dead, then surely he must be in the library. Not library, cemetery. So there was the one gravestone with the inscription here. That might actually read Alexei Tukianov.
What on earth is that?
Brush? Brush? No? Ah, matches. Not enough fish candy. I can hear... Oh!
Whiling away those celibate hours. This casket gives me the creeps.
Because they're getting ready to bury Hans. Also, no masturbation jokes about people who are digging graves. Fucking creepy. This part actually reminds me quite a bit of Resident Evil 4 with the... No, nothing, dead end. the part where in Ramon Salazar's castle, where you're dodging the barrels, and in the end you go up to the rising platform. Always quite liked the castle part. I think the castle part had a lot of things gameplay-wise that I didn't necessarily like that much. Okay, so there's a crucifix. Oh, this is what we need the thing for. So top of the T. Then 1, 2. That as well. And then we skip 3. I honestly thought it was a rope when it was hanging there. I thought it was some kind of a rope instead of this weird fucking halberd. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I was just trying to find my thread of thought. The village section is my favorite when it comes to just narrative gameplay, because that feels the most like it feels isolated. The castle's like more classical horror, if that makes any sense. That's the train. What? 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 Wait, what? Okay. What? Okay. Oh, they closed like a shutter. I did not see that at all. I was very perplexed. Alexei took in of notes and sketches from the frozen north. Loaded my bags and provisions onto a sled pulled by several sturdy healthy beasts and left the Romansburg monastery. The Yuki, relative to both seals and dogs. The Siberian bear. Okay, so it was a Yuki then that was dropped. You call religious mask. They're very nice pictures though. They're very nice. This is, I think, this is the same picture that was used in the previous, in Syberia at the lecture at fucking, what's that place? The place. Scarlet Bramble, Infernus Rubus. Mixed with walrus blubber or tallow, this scarlet bramble is frequently used in local medicine. The fumes released by burning have considerable healing properties. The shamans recount that the plant only grows in the tomb of one whose soul is at peace. Okay, so this is in fact, this is a proper travel journal. I'm not going to read the last parts because I think I found what's needed. Ooh. Because I found the... We need to find something with which to cut the brambles on the tombstone. Because, assuming that isn't... Well, that's... Okay. With in mind that it is Alexei's tomb, we can only assume that he is in fact at peace. There's the hay's been removed from there, so maybe there's a tool now. Oh, the hay hasn't been removed, it's just weird. Anyway, so that's the bramble probably that we need to use. So we need to make that into a candle. We already know how the candle making process works. Thanks to my messing about with things. It looks very much like the plant in the picture as well. So, Alexei Tukyanov lived for 101 years. Quo sanctus libri abscondo mei scientia. Oh, I didn't grab it. Oh, fuck off. Oh, is it there? No, of course it's not there. I don't know, it's things like this that sometimes just truly irk me. Is it really not there? Also, I just got a... got another evil idea, which is, I wonder if I could use the fish candy to make awful, just truly god-awful candles. But yeah, like in a situation like that, sure, it makes sense for them to just be on the ground, but not if you don't have the kind of overlay animation going through. cutting the brambles. If you just go between scene transitions, then it would make sense for you to just automatically receive them in your inventory so that you avoid doing these pointless like extra clicks. But you know, this is again, a lot can be, I suppose, forgiven simply by the fact that this is a somewhat old game. Still, I think this is about at least what, 10 years. So it's not like they went out of their way. It's just probably, you know, better ways didn't didn't occur. And I think, like, from the environment, from the writing, you can see that this truly was a work of passion. And you know, going forward, I really wish to see this passion continue in Syberia 3, because whenever you have a sequel after such a long time, it always kind of gets strange, you know. Of course, worse would be a reboot then, but who am I to say? Well, I think that's maybe the
How's it going?
world's most
Kate,
effective medicine.
Okay, yes. What am I doing here?
It's a long
I
story.
know, right?
Are we going yet?
Can you walk?
I'd like to, but
Don't move, Hans. I'm going to find a way to get us out of here.
Oh, hello, Father.
Good day to you, Father.
You must leave your friend now. We're going to take him away.
I've come to tell you we're leaving your monastery.
I prohibit you. You hear?
What? But Hans is cured now. There's no reason to hang around.
He is not cured. It is an illusion of the devil. You have corrupted his soul, female, with your heathen hogwash. It is out of the question that Hans Vorarlberg leave this monastery.
I have followed Hans's instructions, and I have managed to treat him.
What? You dared!
Don't worry. He's feeling much better.
Here, in this monastery? But that is blasphemy, Miss Walker. You have to account for this before God!
Welcome to the 21st century, motherfucker.
I'll tell you again, Father. Hans Vorarlberg and I are going to continue our journey. Together.
Hans Vorarlberg is going no further, Miss Walker.
Just what do you mean by Hans Vorarlberg is going no further?
Your friend is dying, my child.
You are.
Father, I have found a trace of the monk Alexei Tukianov.
By the saints above us, Did you not heed my warnings? He is a heretic, I tell you. He is damned! Damned!
Hey, just because he's interested in Yukol customs doesn't make him a criminal.
Yukols are a degenerate mongrel race. Emissaries of the devil. Do you hear me, poor fallen female? And you are just a woman. God forbid!
You're laying it on a bit thick there, Father. I warn you, I will not leave this place without Hans.
War all you like, Miss Walker. Hans Vorarlberg will only be leaving here in a box.
We'll just see about that, Father.
You, Father, truly are a bastard. I wonder if there's anything weird in the chapel now that... Father whatever his name is, Maxie, isn't there. Cool. Ornate key. Wonder what I'm gonna do with that. Is there anything else weird here? Doesn't necessarily seem to. Oh, there's something there. Oh. Excellent. So assume we are going to have to make our escape through the broken bit of wall off to the side. And also, you know, just as a kind of a weird statement, the monasteries like this had an important function in preserving knowledge and in fact cultivating knowledge. However, just taking something and hiding it away
That's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
It's not good.
What, Kate Walker?
The Patriarch refuses to let you leave the monastery.
We've got to go to Syberia, Kate Walker.
Don't you worry. I'm going to find a way for us to escape.
Okay, so we must escape. Excellent. We shall use the casket, the very casket, to escape this weird, wrathful hellhole, which is, it's alright. Recently, I have been browsing quite a lot of shitty GIF recipes on Reddit. It's a wonderful subreddit, by the way. It's about, you know, shitty recipes in GIF form. Although, again, some of them aren't really, you know, you can't just go out and say that they're absolute crap.
What, Kate Walker?
Let's go.
Yes, Kate Walker. We must be quick.
For example, there was this Like, yes, I agree that it's stupid, but using mayonnaise to coat, like to get the breading to stick to chicken tenders. Yeah, okay,
No!
fine.
Do not go! No! You must stay! Stop them!
That's a shouting motherfucker.
That was some
Fucking
ride,
hell.
huh, Hans?
Yes, it was real fun, Kate Walker. Really.
Anyway, it was kind of weird just seeing this conversation about, like, what flavors go
Hans?
and don't go together, because it was like, can you put mayonnaise and Dijon mustard and apple cider vinegar together, or will it just make a horrible mess? No, of course you can. You very much can. You can also put honey Dijon
Hans,
mustard with
do you think
sour
we can
cream
carry on with our
to
journey?
make a
There's just a spot of work I haven't finished.
sauce
You'll have to
for,
help me,
for
Kate.
salmon, for example.
Of course. What can I do for you? Tell me.
I have repaired the clockwork heart for the horses, but I'm too tired, too weak. Can you go to the cabaret and fit it instead of me, Kate?
It's all right. I'll go. Don't worry. Get some rest.
I don't know, like, overall, a lot of the complaints and the moaning does seem a bit like kind of chef explaining, and more than that, just pretentious. But we've got a mechanical heart. That's not a mechanical heart, that's a cog. I am disappointed that it's not an actual heart, because that would be amazing, just having like a mechanical beating heart. I wonder why Malka's there. Something's changed, therefore I must talk to her.
I'm going to repair those fairground horses. Will you come and watch the show?
Yes, of course I will.
I hope I'll be able to help Sirkos, Malka.
I hope so too. The poor man is losing his patience with that weird dog of his.
You mean he took care of the Berghoff brothers' dog?
Yes, he's trying to teach it tricks. Not very successfully, though.
Okay.
Right! Now jump! Jump!
So that is in fact a Yuki.
Right!
Probably
Now
the
jump!
same Yuki that
Jump!
we helped escape.
Right! Now jump! Jump! Dang! Get out of my sight before I stuff you in the oven, you dumb goop!
It's got tiny little feet. It's adorable. Anyway, it's all just, you know. It's good that people have a hobby.
Hi,
Are you-
Mr. Sirkos.
Ah, how do, Miss Walker?
Mr. Sirkos, I wanted to thank you for your hospitality. Soon we'll be leaving Romansburg.
It's a mighty shame, Miss Walker. You're going to miss my mechanical stallions riding up. Shows start as soon as I get those wind-up nags to buck.
I'll catch it some other time. So those... Well, when I came in, it looked like you were really angry with that strange, dog thing.
Dog? If only it were. That's a Yuki, Miss Walker. You call Eskimos domesticated them. Yukol makes Yuki. Get it?
A Yuki?
Now, don't be fooled by appearances, ma'am. What might look like a dog ain't necessarily dog. It's a kind of cross seal and bear, with a big dose of pig, too, especially the appetite.
And you want to teach it a few circus tricks?
Believe me, Miss Walker, I have tried. Yes, I have. But strive as he might, civilized man will never squeeze anything resembling brains from this bag of swill. The animal just don't want to be tamed. Only thing it thinks of is its belly.
Well, fair enough, I suppose. Hans.
Mr. Sirkas, Hans asked me to come to help you repair your fairground horses.
Oh, that's great news. I'm mighty grateful, Miss Walker.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'll just go do that then.
I've got to go, Mr. Sirkas.
Godspeed, Miss Walker.
So that is where the heart goes then, I assume. Okay. They've all got 3 holes and... well. Okay, so that's some kind of... okay. And these holes attach to something. Right, so they need to... Okay, so now we got the first one. What? Is it? Oh, what? Okay, so what? Okay, so first and the last are now correct. Last. Last again. Okay, so... Okay, so with this configuration, we get the first and the last one. So... okay, with that we get the first and the last. The first, the third, and say the last. Okay, so now the one that we need to, yeah, the one with that we need to sort out is this one. So is it that? Third, fourth, Okay, so third, fourth doesn't mesh. Third, fourth. Okay, so does that mean that... Okay, I've been counting the wrong one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is in fact incorrect. See, we have reached a conclusion through logical pondering. Oh dear. We have been, sorry for that, we've been left behind. This is not good.
Colonel,
Your train, Miss Walker, it's gone without you?
really? Hans and Oscar can't have decided to leave without me.
Maybe your friend Hans Voerberg decided it was too dangerous for a pretty lady to go with him.
That's impossible. I have to go with him. Right to the island of Syberia. No, really, it just isn't possible. He would have never just left like that.
It's probably the two guys.
Someone's
the two
hijacked my
crooks,
train, Colonel. I
actually.
just know it. It's been stolen.
That's a very serious matter, Miss Walker. Do you suspect anyone particular?
Maybe I do.
Who could possibly have committed such an outrage?
What am I going to do now? I must catch up with that train, Colonel. Hans and Oscar are at the mercy of those criminals.
This cursed leg of mine. If I still had an ounce of youth, I'd saddle up my horse and be hounding down those brigands by now. But I've only got one leg, and my old horse is dead.
Colonel, please. There must be some
Sorry,
other
that
means
was
of
just
locomotion.
Fucking amusing.
I can't think of one. Maybe that old gang car under the track. But I'm afraid it's not been used in years.
Colonel, do you think that vehicle's quick enough to catch the train?
I have no idea, Miss Walker. The state register describes it as an auxiliary railroad assistance vehicle, only to be used in cases of extreme emergency. Its maximum and cruising speeds are not recorded.
It's a long shot, but it just might work.
It's yours, Miss Walker.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
You are a woman of action, Katyushka.
Well, fuck. So, I'm gonna be ending this episode here. We've made quite a bit of progress. We healed Hans, the train's been hijacked, and we even have a means of locomotion in mind. So this is all going to be very interesting. Thank you for joining me for this episode. There's going to be a subscriber thing, and of course something that YouTube's picked for you, and probably by now the full Syberia to to this point the Syberia 2 playlist. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and goodbye.